Hey guys, it's X, and this is a game called Rust. It's in its early access, otherwise known as alpha phase. So there are going to be a lot of bugs, and all that good stuff. I mean, by this point, I assume many people in the gaming community know what alpha and beta and stuff are. You know, things like that. The game is not done, so a lot of it is subject to change, and a lot of it is going to be flat out broken, and the game just won't work. A whole lot of the time. As has been the case recently anyway. The game will become more stable. Hopefully. In the future. And hopefully still in the near future. In any case, a brief introduction to Rust is that it is part Minecraft Alpha. Remember that? Yeah, that was fun, right? Part DayZ and part awesome. I'm going to take you through a little bit of what it's like to play around in Rust. Actually, not really play around. I'm going to try to survive. As we can see here, I've got, if you look on the lower right, we can see that I'm cold, because if we look at my gear, I have no clothing on whatsoever, no armor, nothing. And here are all of our crafting options. You can see everything that you can craft and what is required to craft them. So, just like in Minecraft, and as seems to be popular with games that follow the Minecraft model, though this game does stray from it quite a bit, you will be collecting wood at the start. So I'm going to find a tree, and I'm going to take this big rock that I start out with. So I start out with a rock, I start out with some bandages that'll stop bleeding, and a torch for when it turns dark. But the sun is just rising, and the day cycle and night cycle are very long in Rust. I'm not sure how long they last, but I'm going to guess anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour. So we have quite a bit of daylight. So I'm going to start here. Now there is full PvP in this game, and you can loot. If you kill another player, you can loot their backpack. Everything on you can be taken, is the point that I'm trying to get across here. I'm going to start here by collecting some of this wood off of this tree. Now the tree's not going to disappear. I'm not actually chopping down this tree. So you can see I'm collecting wood. You can see that in the lower right every time I swing this, until we get that little arrow that says there's no wood left here, and then we'll move on to another tree. Another player can go chop that tree, and there will be wood for that player there. But I've got to wait a while for that particular tree to spawn wood again, so that I can go collect from it. Thankfully, there are tons of trees nearby. So I'm going to start off in doing this. It's a bit of a slow start, and if you'll notice, I'm kind of like looking around the tree as I'm collecting resources. That's because when you come across another player out here, you never know if they're going to be friendly or hostile. And if you'll see, over there on the right side of the screen, there's actually someone laying on the ground over there. That player logged out in that spot, or was disconnected due to lag or server problems, or I don't know, maybe they did just choose to log out there or whatever. But when you log out in this game, now this is vanilla. There are servers that modify stuff like PvP and things like sleeping. But when you log out in this game, your character sleeps. And he is vulnerable. Well, he's technically not sleeping. He's kind of unconscious there. He's supposed to be sleeping. Like I said, this is an alpha. But yeah, that's a sleeping character. I can attack him. I can take everything on him. But judging by the fact that he logged out there, I'm fairly certain he doesn't have anything of value. But you're never 100% sure about that, so if you're the type of player who doesn't care about another player's experience, then yeah, feel free to be the bad guy and kill players like that. So there are some frame rate issues, and there are a lot of things wrong with this game right now. Well, I don't want to say wrong because it's an alpha. So obviously it's got some things that aren't finished, and I did buy into the game knowing this. So if you buy this game, go into it knowing that the game is just flat out broke in a lot of places, and there may be points in the game that you're just not going to be able to play due to lag or technical issues, or even people attacking the servers. These are the growing pains of a game, and Rust is going through them. As we can see here, I'm hitting this tree, and sometimes I'm not getting 1x wood, 1 times wood over there. Sometimes I'm not getting that. I should be getting something off of this tree, unless it's out of wood, each time I swing this rock at it. And I just saw a player wandering around over there off to the left. You can see someone running over there. Now this is very early morning, which is why you can still hear that ambient sound. It's actually quite peaceful. All these buildings that you see, these are all crafted by players. There are some non-player made structures in the game, but for the most part, most of the buildings that you see are made by players. So that's actually a fairly significant structure, and I think it's all metal. So these guys have been on this server and established for quite some time. It takes a long time to get that many resources. And judging by the number of buildings that we have here, and yes, sometimes we're going to see the server rubber band me back to the spot I was standing, and sometimes even the spot that I was looking. So be ready for that. But judging by the number of buildings that are out here, I'm guessing these guys are a small community. I don't know if they'll be hostile if I decide to like run up to this ramp right here. These stairs. Can I get a good view of where I am? I don't know where I actually am right now. There are maps online that you can look up that try and map out Rust, but there is no in-game map at this moment. Did I just get myself lost here? That's kind of weird. How did I get up here from down here if it leads me to this point? How did I even get to this spot? Oh, right here. Did I jump that? I don't know. I don't know how I actually got up there. Oh, I hear somebody running. You can hear their footsteps. He probably hears mine and he's sneaking around. Oh, it's a deer. It's a deer running away. Someone's hunting. I need food. Well, notice that I've got a health bar and a food bar. And rads, which is radiation, because there are radiated areas. There are irradiated areas out in the map. And if your rads go too high, then you start to take radiation damage. Very bad. I hear a deer's hooves running. And I would very much like to kill that deer. I don't think I can with the equipment that I've got. I need to find resources. Because, just like in Minecraft, night falls. And night in this game is significantly more dangerous than it is in Minecraft. Yes, zombies and skeletons and things like that spawn in Minecraft. And while we don't have that here, we do have zombies in this game. But they only spawn in certain areas. Namely places that are irradiated. So if you're spotting zombies and there's some irradiated building or settlement or structure or something nearby, I'm going to actually run. I'm going to sprint for a little bit. But sprinting takes up more of my food bar than walking does. But I need to cover some ground. I need to get away from this settled area. The settled area is going to have other players nearby. Now the servers can handle... so far I think the largest that I've seen is 200, but I've read that they can handle 300 players. So there are official servers that you can join, official Rust servers, and then there are community servers. Community servers are somewhat different. They can be modded in different ways, like some of them turn off PvP, some of them make it so that you don't have you don't go to sleep when you disconnect, you actually disappear. At least I think that's what no sleep means. There's somebody. Hopefully he doesn't have a gun. He's holding up. I'm not gonna hurt you, don't worry, I got a rock too. Hey, do you have any food?
No. No, I only have bandages. I'm looking for the same thing.
Oh, alright. Sounds good. Alright, good luck, man.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, that's cool. Good luck.
No.
Yeah, so this game has built-in voice over IP. It can be a little bit laggy sometimes too, but it works. It works well enough, actually. I've used it to communicate with other players quite a bit. I've even used it to shout threats at players. Sometimes you just gotta get players to back off. And sometimes you just want to make people laugh, which is, you know, if I'm shouting at somebody, that's probably why. So there's my inventory. If I hit tab, we can see I've got 38 wood in my inventory. I'm looking for rocks. I'm looking for stone. And I'm looking for anything that I can use to feed myself, which could include chests on the ground that might have a chance of having food in them. Or maybe a pig or a chicken or a deer. If I'm really good, a wolf. So I'm on the road right now. I don't know what part of the map I'm in. The map is fairly... Let's be honest, it's fairly small. But it's big enough to where things are interesting. It's possible, I think, to memorize large portions of this map. Okay, so there's a zombie, and it looks like he's headed toward me. No, he's not. He is not running toward me, but he is headed toward me. Now, it's possible to kill a zombie with just a rock. Oh, now I'm getting irradiated. So here comes a zombie. He's running after me. Those things actually can be quite dangerous. I hear their voices.
Did you use a pickaxe? Watch behind you, there's a guy running up.
Zombie on me. Can you guys, since he's trained on me, can you just take him out? Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Have a good night, man.
You too. Happy holidays.
You, Nick.
Alright, so this zombie that they just killed for me actually dropped rations, which is food, and a chocolate bar, which is food. And I can use those. Now I gotta get out of this general area because we can see my rads are ticking up. So I gotta leave. There's another zombie on me. And there's a backpack. Oh, but I gotta leave. This zombie could pose a threat. And now I've got food on me and I don't want to lose it. That's actually a couple of zombies there. Here's another backpack with a rock in it. Probably a dead player. I'm just gonna run. It's possible.
You can take the stuff if you want it, dude. So...
Right on, right on. Thanks again.
I'm friendly. I'm friendly.
Cool.
Yeah, we're friendly too.
Alright.
So it looks like a bunch of players have built a small little settlement on the road, even. With a tower and everything. You have to turn back around to see it because I get rubber banded. The lag in this game is actually pretty bad at this point in time, at the uploading of this video. Or at least at the recording of it. Which is, January 1st, 2014. That's when I'm recording this video. I don't know if I want to go through here. This doesn't look like it would be safe. But, I mean, I'm not getting radiation, so... But we do see a lot of backpacks on the ground, which means dead players. Either players lost a fight here, or they died to radiation, or died to zombies or something. It's generally not a good idea to hang out in places like that until you get either an anti-radiation suit, a nice full suit of it, or anti-radiation pills. There's another zombie. If I had a pickaxe, I could one-shot them. They carry good loot. Oh crap, here comes one. Okay. Without any other players nearby, this is a safe tactic to try. I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna try and solo him. And he takes several hits with this rock. Oh no! Oh, I think I got him. Don't hit me!